And still riding the wave and feeling the momentum of Timnas Day yesterday to this morning, we're going to review Indonesia's performance last night and what head coach Shin Tae-yong could and should do in their next matches in October as they get set to face Bahrain next. Joining me this morning is football pundit and friend of the program, Aldi Bawazier. Good morning, Aldi. Thank
Morning,
you for being
Paul.
here.
How are you? Good?
We're both very good. We're both very happy with last night's result.
Of course,
Tell me a little bit. Give me your thoughts about last night's performance.
Yeah, first of all, it's the biggest takes on is how Indonesia is the 133rd position on FIFA.
Yeah.
Didn't show the gap of quality with the Australia in the 24th position. So it's a 109 gap between the two of teams.
Yeah.
But Indonesia play really well, actually, from the way they defense. Because last night, Australia had really good after Indonesia have a really good at the 2-3 minutes in the beginning.
Right.
And after that, Australia really digging on our defense. They have a 62% of possession football.
Right.
And almost 80% of the success passing. Is their biggest tally during the AFC qualification for World Cup. So last night, Australia having good time, especially in midfield. But after on the final third, Indonesia with the back five, led by Jayitses, really defend well. Maarten Paes also, how he become someone to hey, I'm here.
He was a wall.
He's a wall. He's Superman. I mean, the quality of our offense. That's what I'm going to really digging on, because sometimes we get from counter attack, but especially in the second half, especially Orat Mangun look like isolate in the final third. So we have a Witan, we have a Marcelino, but I don't see really good, pass combination between them. So I don't know. There's something we have to, getting better on the game against Bahrain and China in the next two games.
Okay, so again, we knew coming into this, as Coach Shin Tae-yong said in a press conference that he expected Australia to dominate possession and playing defensively, meaning having to counter. So we got the first part down. We played well defensively. There were some problems in the counter. Many of my friends also mentioned we were having some problems in the midfield as well. Let's dig a little bit deeper. Is it just a matter of different personnel? Because we do have quite a deep team when it comes to this squad. Could there be personnel changes coming up? What do you think could be some solutions?
Yeah, I think Coach Shin is really good to pick Tom Hay from the bench, because in the second half, especially after Tom Hay play, he really made a really good pass to the final third. And the first half is Ivar Jenner. We really need good breaker in the first half, so he put Ivar Jenner there, and he's playing really well too as a ball breaker. But somehow, when we really good at the ball breaking, but we don't have someone to, distribute ball to forward, it's going to be a problem.
Right.
Our flank also, in the games against Saudi, Verdong play as the back three, and last night is on the flank. He doesn't really have time to get offense.
Okay.
But he focused on defense, which is he did really good.
And much needed.
But some player like Witan, player like Marcelino, player like Rafael Strike, I didn't see they are playing at the best moment.
Okay.
Orat Mangun, very good, very energetic, but somehow he's isolated. We got someone like Orat Mangun to can help the ball, fight with the Sutar, who almost 2 meters more tall.
Right, real tall.
He can really tall, but he can defend well. But when he held the ball, he needs someone to walk from the flank.
Yeah,
Marcelino,
he needs an outlet basically.
Outlet best. Witan and Marcelino, I didn't see he did what Orat Mangun wants last night.
Okay, so in regards to that, then, what do you think can be made to our front line? Do we have good options that we can probably rotate in and out of the lineup?
We have option. We have a Kohoki Charaka. We have Dedi also. We have from Ramadan Sananta. At least a different type of striker with Rafael Strike. So we need to try, because especially Rafael Strike, after the post-match interview with the coach Shin, he said after the Saudi Arabia match, Rafael Strike got injured. So that's why he also he play also in a half, not full time. But that should be a moment for another striker to take a part. Right. Instead of coach Shin playing Marcelino and Witan. I don't see very major impact from those two players. But it's okay. We have a draw against Australia. Australia really frustrated with our defense. Next, we have Bahrain and China, consecutive away day. So, it's not something we have to, really to be focused on, because drew against Australia is very good.
It is a huge result. I mean, considering our previous records against Saudi Arabia and Australia, coming away with 2 points out of both those matches is already great. Now, this is in no small part thanks to our wall that we mentioned, Maarten Paes. He saved a penalty against Saudi Arabia. He had 5 huge saves, and arguably, no argument, who's the man of the match. Even the coach of the Australian team did mention that it was well deserved to give him man of the match. How big is his impact on the team so far?
Last night, Australia made a 19 shot to Indonesia, and
5 on target.
5 on target, his biggest tally. So Australia really tried to hurt us. But a player like Maarten Paes, also with the defending line, Rizky Ridho, Jay Etzes, Habner, really defend well. Also Verdong and Sandy Walsh is a defense as a unit, also defense as a personal individual, because each player have a different task. Like Verdong, he covered our defense really well. So Rizky Ridho also man-to-man with the flank. Jay Etzes and Habner really focus on the air duel. So it's a different style of defending, but they are really well as a unit too. So
it seems like they all bring some different skill sets to the table, and it makes that defensive line really complete.
So yeah, I believe with this quality and with this, the team getting better and better, especially with Rizky Ridho, Witan, Marcelino, they learn very much from our brother from abroad.
Yeah, I really think so. And again, some possible tweaks that we might see heading into our 2 away matches. So next month, Indonesia will be facing Bahrain and then China. So Bahrain did the, I would say, seemingly impossible task of winning their first match in the opener. How do you see them matching up against us before we get into China?
Yeah, Bahrain, I thought it's a first match hiccup for Saudi Arabia, because usually the first match is not getting easy. It's also an anomaly there. But Bahrain is a team we should focus on, because at their day it should be very dangerous for us to play in Bahrain in Rifa Stadium. So, but the points we should focus on is also always on China, because that's a team we should be getting point. If we getting draw in Bahrain, I will going to take it. It's okay. But China, home and away, we should get a point.
Those are where we should focus our full points on.
Because Bahrain also really good, especially in the game display against Saudi Arabia. Their flank really well, especially in the second half. And also in second half, again and again and again. Coach Shin team is a second half team is different with the first half team. The intensity, the physique, the fatigue shown with our team. Opponent coach will show that. We'll see that. So it's not going to dangerous for us, because we have to get a different, strategy, plan A, plan B. If this player is getting fatigued, we have to, doing something else. Players like from the bench should be, try getting time, because we cannot rely on Rafael Strike every day, every game, because yes, he had quality, he has the ability to, moving forward every spaces, but we have someone to, to kill the game. In Dedi, in Ramadan Sananta, in Hoki Caraka, why didn't he, should start them? So because our flank, we're really good at the, at the creating chances. But again, we have someone
finishing. We're talking
finishing.
About finishing here. Okay, that's been an ongoing problem for a little bit. Let's also talk a little bit, address the home crowd. Even prior to the match, the Australian coach said they do have, it could work both ways. Either you get the home support that could act as a 12th player.
Or the pressure.
Or the pressure. And he did mention that as well. But we're seeing that these players are not actually being affected by the pressure. In fact, they played a huge role in supporting this team into playing this well, especially in the defensive end. So now the next 2 matches playing away, do you think they can continue this momentum as they won't have that home crowd behind them?
Hey, we have a 12th player from Gelora Bung Karno last night, but away day to Bahrain and and China, I believe the teams also understand wherever they play, they know 100 millions from Indonesia. Still
here.
Still
supporting, still watching.
Still watching. And I believe with this Coach Sin team, they know what to do. I believe they assess their weakness, especially the passes between the line. I believe against Bahrain and China, we can do something, even though there's no 69,000 supporting us there.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're supporting them in spirit. Okay, real quick before we wrap up. Looking at the standings now, Australia obviously in a very, very tough position in 5th place. China at the bottom, which isn't maybe too much of a surprise in this particular group. But now Indonesia being in 4th, just slightly ahead of Australia on the point side. What does this mean for us in regards to looking ahead at a possible 4th playoff round?
Yeah, we cannot sleep on the other team. We have to really try to focus on getting points because we cannot rely on, okay, this is Australia and Saudi Arabia. It's very good. We have a draw with them. We should try to getting 3 points. We want to move to World Cup.
Yeah.
We have to target on the 1st and 2nd position. If we cannot do that, and the 3rd and 4th, we get the playoff.
Right.
But 3 points against maybe Bahrain and China, it should be something we should focus on because we cannot just, it's 4th place, it's good for us, good enough. No. And I believe Coach Sin, Mr. Orikto here, the team, they know better than us about how they should getting point in the next 2 games.
All right. In Sintayong, we trust. That's all Indonesians like to say. Real quick, we just got a couple of new acquisitions in Indonesia. One is arguably the highest valued player that we've ever acquired, being naturalized, but obviously unable to play yet because that just happened very recently. When will he be available to play for us?
Maybe in the next 2 games, not in Bahrain, maybe in China.
Okay.
Messi Hillers and also the brother of the Rangers.
Yeah.
It gives us the option, especially for Coach Sin, the option in the flank. Because Rangers, they can play on the right back, right winger, and the left winger. They can cover Rido, they can cover Sandy Wells, they can cover Witan, they can Marcelino. The quality of the versatility of the players is really well. Also, Hilgers, really tall defender, can cover Rizky Rido and also can cover Verdong in the defender. So yeah. The much option we can, but still my concern is not at defense.
Right,
on the midfield.
Quite strong there.
We should get someone to score the goal.
Yeah.
Try to hurt our opponents. Like Australia have also good striker. Saudi Arabia got a good striker. That's someone we should getting on because yes, we have one. We have really good striker. Dandy, terus also Hoki Caraka. We have someone, but why could she not try them? The question.
Perhaps the question isn't why not, but why not yet?
Maybe
because we still have plenty of chances to play them. Wow, we do have a lot of depth in the squad, and I hope that we're able to see more of it. And again, if we do believe in Coach Sintayong, we believe that we will see some of them in action. I'm getting goosebumps hearing you talk about the possible lineups that we could see in Bahrain and China. Aldi, it's always a great pleasure to talk with you.
Mine.
And enjoy the rest of the day, as I certainly will, and many, many Indonesians who will celebrate yesterday's draw as we look forward to next month's 2 matches coming up for more World Cup qualifiers. This has been Sports Talk. We'll be back with entertainment after this.